Fireworks illuminated the Greenville sky as ECU rolled into Dowdy Ficklin wearing their red, white, and blue Jolly Roger helmets as Katin Houser and the rest of the captains met with the Black Knights, and he was shaking his head saying, yes, we will take the football first, as on the very first pass, Houser to J.C. Connor over the middle, and that would set up a very, very big pass from number 4 to number 9, unleashing it into the air to Anthony Smith, looking like David Tyree from the Giants in the Super Bowl with the helmet catch. Then Houser calls his own number 4, in for a 3-yard touchdown. But the refs had ECU down at the half-yard line. They would review it, and it would be a Pirate touchdown. 7-0 ECU led, and the defense was phenomenal to start this game. On a 3rd down and short, the Pirates piled drive the Black Knights back and said, no, that's 4th down. Dowdy Ficklin up on their feet, still excited. Second possession on offense, Houser with a slinging dot over to Yannick Smith. That put the Pirates right at midfield. He gives it a 1st down ahead, and then Houser once again, this time on the money, picture perfect dime into the bucket of Anthony Smith, his first touchdown of the season. 3 receptions, 87 yards on the night for number 9. He was feeling good, and everyone's saying, hey, I want a high five too. Back to defense. Tegan Wilk, the senior who transferred back from Houston, had himself a night. He led the team with 9 tackles, and for a safety, man, does number 3 find his way into the backfield quite often for the Pirates. But Army continued to drive early in the first quarter. Noah short on the sweep route, but Samuel Danka said, I see where you're going, and I'm going to obstruct your area of getting upfield. Then on 4th down, DeJuan Coleman went for it. The throw is there, but he dropped it. And so ECU fans pointing at him saying, ha, Butterfingers. Pirates take over on downs. Then once again, Katin Houser finding Yannick Smith over the middle. He actually makes a little move here and tries to hurdle the defender, getting a few extra yards. That put ECU just outside of the red zone, and Houser, the RPO to J.C. Connor. He's in for the score, and the Pirates are up 21-0. A huge turnaround from last week, only putting up 3 points in the first half. And there goes the ROTC kids doing their push-up 6. Make it 7 for the touchdown. And how about the former JP2 star Ryan Roseborough getting in on the stop? He had 3 tackles on the night for the Pirates, wearing that big 93. And then switch it to the second quarter, and there goes the football. Pirates trying to hop on it. Who has it? Is it Army? Is it ECU? The refs are deliberating. There's a little bit of a fight in the middle there. All ECU pointing forward, and folks, it's a Pirate football. Yeah, jump up and get a shoulder bump because it's Pirates getting the turnover. And what about the lightning, too? There was a little bit of rain, but Peyton Mangrum said, I don't care. I'm a wide receiver, but I'm going to make this huge tackle on the punt return, showing the coaches, hey, put me on the field. I'm going to make something happen no matter what. I'm 19, and I can do it. Dance, dance, no broke boys, no new friends, as the girls in the stands were feeling good. Then once again, J.C. Connor, draped by defenders, didn't matter. He took 4 with him down. Katin Houser once again in the second quarter, over to the side, finding Jaquez Petaway, the Oklahoma transfer. Hasn't done much this year, but hopefully this could have been a breakout game for him. Then Brock Spalding somehow getting the catch on the drive. But here's where things went raggy, because Army intercepting Katin Houser, his second pick of the season, his 3rd actually. But hey, America, it was the ECU flags, and then there was also the American flag out. But on 3rd down, once again, DJ Johnson Jr. on the stop. That's another 4th down. This defense was impeccable all game long. And how about some Bon Jovi? Let me just let you listen to the fans. Living on a prayer. Let's go to the 3rd quarter. Once again, Pirate defense getting another stop, and Jamarly Riddle The star sophomore safety was feeling good. Army was just looking at the big screen going, oh, brother, this is tough. But ECU struggled to score in the second quarter, didn't score in the third quarter either. Marlon Gunn was pumped up, feeling good, and so was his cheerleader, hopping up and down. And then Damian Wilson saying, you're not going anywhere, buddy. Let me just point over to my guys over at the sideline. Another great tackle, and it's the fourth quarter time. Or no quarter in Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, and a big tackle from Ryan Roseborough and Preston Carr, both assisting on that one, putting up the fist. Once again, fourth down. Uh-oh, slip of the towel. You got to grab that. Don't lose that. As Marlon Gunn, he had a great run in the third quarter. Make it another one in the fourth quarter. So if it works once, why don't you give it right back to him? Number 21, if it ain't broke, don't fix it on the spin move. Up for the first down. Pirates would fake a field goal. Nick Mazie, no. Kyler Pearson, yes. Number 0 scores his first touchdown of the year, making it 28-6. Pirates with the lead. Huge defense had stopped Army throughout the entire game. The fans were feeling it, and check this out. Had to show you on the sideline, gets knocked down by his teammate and on the ground. As late in the game in the fourth quarter with just a few seconds left, the former Farmville Central star Alex Moy with a perfect open field tackle for the Pirates, getting the stop on third down. ECU taking care of business in their American Conference opener. The fans stayed all the way through, not all of them, but Mike Wright would have one last run. Pirates get the win 28-6. Blake Harrell and the Pirates roll to 3-2 on the season.
Man, I mean, that was a tough loss last week, and then I was just thrilled we had a short week and able to go out and play a really good team in Army and have an opportunity to go out and play like the same environment, 7:30 night game, and just in Dowdy-Ficklin. I mean, you don't only get so many opportunities to do that, so just having an opportunity to go out and do that again and just kind of have a bounce-back game was big for sure.
We just kind of put a serious emphasis on this week is like just turn the page. Turn the page. We watched the film, we made the corrections, turn the page, and we got the results we wanted tonight because we turned the page and fought through adversity. So that's really was the main focus this week was that.
You know, have a couple of off days, but it's huge for the team too. Not only, like you were just saying about overthinking, you know, the option, but let's not overthink the season either. You know, let's get some time to, you know, sit back and see what we were doing good, what we were doing bad. You know, fix the stuff that we got to fix, and then get ready for Tulane.
And we talked about this being a new season, and no better way to start the conference play than a victory against Army and start out 1-0. Obviously, got some tough ones coming up down the road, but we do get some time off now to heal some bumps and bruises and get rolling from there. I told the guys on the staff, said, screw that book. Next time it comes up, I'm freaking kicking a field goal here. And it was like the 32, 33-yard line. It was going to be about a 50-yard kick, which Nick can hit. But you're more worried about what if it gets blocked. You're giving an easy score up to the opponent, you know, the Army there, and they cut it to one score. And, you know, we snuck Kyler Pearson in there. Bryce Weavers has been battling some things with his foot. He didn't play the second half because it bothered him a little bit. And it's a little tiny hairline fracture in there, and he goes in for that play, kicks the guy out, opens it up. Kyler hits it in there tight, and then takes that thing to the house, and that was a pretty sight to see for sure. And that when you go up 3 scores, especially in the fourth quarter like that, they put the game away. And just you know, kudos Coach Smith and special teams coordinator and Bryce and Kyler, all those guys executing right there.
For News 12, I'm Luke Schwartz, and that's YouTube's edition of Sports with Schwartz.